that is like a more general Sutra perspective, the Mahayanas. Sutayanas, Mahayana. And until the end, it's how it is result. Then it's like an entrance, like we can to say, so Bodhisattva's practice on the basis of the wish to be like an entrance benefit other sentient beings. Absolutely. The focal object, it is the all the sentient beings. Mipa sentient la mignis, njugo na senga, njupugo says the njupugo se carries tombo first. First you enter in the point, and there's mipa sentient la mignis to thinking about the attention to the all the limitless sentient beings, and why they are thinking the aspect of the cause and result of the suffering, and to want to make like separation sentient beings and sufferings, and they will have like an idea, or it's like to bring them in the state of the happiness, the liberation of cause, effect, how do you say, receive, to be in the state of the happiness of the cause and result. And that is the level of the perfect Buddhahood. And that is like they think, I want to do like this. That kind of mind stream of the attitude of the Bodhisattvas. Then there's two traditions. Some would have souls, some would not, like kind of the very profound. In the generally it's Nangachunas, the tradition, some would have soul. And Jasin Shopshos Asanga Tome sort Korong Chogashila. Any kind of the rituals you rely on to take the Munjuk Hyonsen, Mumba aspiration bodhicitta and Jupa application bodhicitta, and to take this the vows. And of course we say it's like Shavaka Pachika Buddhas, and the base we can to say is talking about the Patimocha's perspective or the Vinayana's perspective. Individual liberation, like individual, like mundane, also they have disciplines, 10 negative, 10 positive, 10 negative to stop, positive uncomplete. And of course it's like the super mundane vehicle of the Shavakapachic Buddhas. They take the like individual liberation of the Patimoksha's, and that is like, of course there's the more than there is the discipline. That is also is like in the Bodhisattva's perspective, that is the basic foundation, and you can to take, but it is like without that also you can to possible to only to take the this Bodhisattva's vows. Bodhisattva's vows, the two traditions, Nagajuna's tradition and the Asanga's tradition. And then it's like what is we need to reject or assert. This is very carefully. In English it says the Bodhisattva practice on the basis of their wish to be benefit others. That is absolutely the Bodhisattva's attitude. They are the motivated, that kind of wish motivated by the bodhicitta or the compassion, the Hyongchip just said bodhicitta, which has as is the focus on sentient beings. All sentient beings. It's very important to say all sentient beings. All the sentient beings, everything is included, nothing. This attention bodhicitta is extraordinary, nothing excluded, included. Focus on all the sentient beings, It's like kind of the characterized by the wish to establish them all at the level of perfect Buddhahoods. Like a kind of they like kind of the way of the thinking. It is like wish they want to establish means they need to bring them to Ngutpa in Tibet, establish. Which kind of establish them, that's the all the sentient beings, perfect Buddhahood, not the kind of the some temporary like kind of the happiness. Maybe they don't think about the human happiness, God happiness, or our heart's happiness. Perfect our heart, forever happiness. We say it's a permanent happiness, like kind of the complete like Buddhahood. That is the result. That means it's the free from the cause and effect. That is Dunga Jindin, from the cause and effect of the suffering. Free from the cause and effect of the sufferings. The freedom. And from the cause of the suffering, effect of the sufferings, completely from that. Endowed with all the cause and effect of the happiness. Endowed means to have, to like kind of the to be in the possess, or like how do you say it, belonging to your. It is like kind of the cause of happiness, the cause of the effect, and that is the cause and effect of the happiness. With the motivation, they take the Bodhisattva vows. Bodhisattva vows. Bodhisattva vows of aspiration and application, the purple way. Bodhisattvas has a vow. Dambas. Bodhisattvas Damba vows. Aspirations in Tibet there's Mumba, Monjuk means Mumba is aspiration, Jukpa is application. And aspiration bodhicitta's vows, and application the Bodhisattva's vows. Aspiration means it's like not really, it's like actually doing. Aspiration bodhicitta, I have like I want to do, and may all sentient beings to be free from the cause effect of the sufferings. May all the sentient beings in doubt with this cause and effect of the happiness. And in order to that, maybe may all my activities, body, belonging, virtues, and like kind of make cause to them like this kind of. And they like kind of, I will, maybe it's like futures thinking, aspiration, prayer. But it's like aspiration, prayer is nothing enough. Maybe you can just training your mind to possess beginners, like kind of the practice of Tonglen. Maybe it's like sometimes you say it's like exchange. Maybe if you and someone doesn't like yours, like kind of hated something, you exchange. If it's like this is my enemy, I put myself there. This enemy is to the myself. Then is this enemy's body is yours. Enemy's like kind of verb is yours, and your here is that your body and the verb is enemy, but mind is yours. Then you want to criticize. If you criticize this enemy's body verb, you criticize yourself. And then it's like this kind of exchange, like exchange is rich, poor, suffering and happiness. And then it's how it is feeling. For example, if you like kind of you are rich, maybe you see the power. Maybe you do not understand the situation of the poor peoples. Then you exchange it. You do like this, like send poor situation, how much sufferings. Maybe you see the sufferings, but you are not sufferings. Then you exchange. If I'm this situation, what can I do? So this is kind of the aspiration or exchanging someone's. And then application bodhicitta means really to doing, actually doing. And we already studied like this. You really acting, you practice the generosity, discipline, patience, and diligent meditative concentration, wisdoms, really doing. Therefore, for example, sometimes when we say, I want to follow the Bodhisattva's path, then we can to see how much you are like kind of taking care to the others. If you are not much taking care to others, you are not Bodhisattva's path. Very much sorry. And I'm in the Bodhisattva's path. I don't care to the others. It's like this. This person's disturb me. This person's ugly. This person's my enemy. Then you are not in the Bodhisattva's path. Sorry, you are in the like maybe modern path, or maybe Shavaka Pachika Buddha's path. And it's nothing kind of the how do you say it's a Bodhisattva. You cannot talk like this. Maybe it's like you're someone's beginner, very kind, concerned to others. You are immediately in the Bodhisattva's path. Like this, it's like a application. Bodhicitta means immediately, generosity, physically generosity, verbally generosity, mentally generosity. When we are thinking about generosity, only thinking about food, clothes, money. These things I need to make generosity. That's very stupid. For example, some people say we need to practice paramata of the generosity. Maybe he or she needed my position, my belongings. You need my food, you need my clothes, you need my money, you need some. Not like this. Generosity through your physically, you support. Maybe it's like in the Shantadeva's aspirations. It says, may I become the nurse, may I become the doctor, may I become the service to the others. It is like a kind of whoever others needed, you kind of the offer. Any kind of your bodies for useful to the others, you are offerings. And sometimes says someone's touched to me, someone's a little bit kind of accidentally like this, something, my body is fragile, my body needs a more comfortable place, my body is need to delicious part of food, my body is need to take care, your body doesn't matter. Then how we become the like kind of the bodhisattvas? Verbally also generosities, as much as kind. If I say this, make joke or say something, others is like to be the very happy. Sometimes we are make it tricky to sometimes the plastery. You make a business, you make the plaster. Plaster, you say, you are good, you are excellent, but inside you, maybe you don't think about that, but then other one is happy. It's many happened. For me, is this sort of very easily to cheat. When I go to in the shops, the shopkeeper is a very kind. What does it mean? The kind means, what would you like? Can I help you? This you need to buy. It's a very good for you. I can do very special way as a price. Yesterday I sold the 20 euro. Today I can to sell the 10 euro. Maybe actually it cost itself is the 10. But anyway, it's this kindness. Sometimes it's very much active, very affective. I'm like make joke. Okay, I will buy like this. This sort of like not, but it's like how much others are happy. Even this kind of says, if you really is a bodhisattva's way, even you say one word to say others pleasant, and any kind of reduce the harsh word, and to see the others like kind of strange things, never dig out. For example, like some the good person, really I have often like this. If I'm says like, for example, Chime say, if I to say it's like maybe Robert. Robert, Chime is a very strange guy, blah blah. Robert says, yeah, maybe, but everybody has some strange. It's immediately to says that he don't need to like kind of to follow up the means. I am like kind of not Bodhisattva's way. I'm like kind of, yes, took this, took something. He said, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's he is like very kind of the. If he says no, it's you are standing immediately often to meet. But yeah, yeah. But sometimes everybody has some different style. It's like this. You cannot. Then it's that is true. I'm like a kind of like many people's like the same way. This if you see something characters in, yeah, then this is okay. I cannot accept it, but maybe it's this something I slowly to be tolerant like this, and then it's like to this sort of verbally to help to the others. Maybe someone says something very ugly things, don't reply like this. Then it's like as much kindness and like sympathetic, and also say the good things. Verbally support means it's a very good bodhisattvas when you talk about, for example, if I'm talking to the like the robber, okay, I say it's like some in the past. Maybe I'm talking about the bodhisattvas, great practitioners. They say wonderful things. They studied like this, wow, like this. And then he has like positive idea. It's wonderful. Maybe I will become like this. Maybe I'm talking about, yeah, in the past some powerful persons kill like this, they enemy did like this, they like kind of stolen, they like did like this, talking about a war, talking about the fighting, talking about political. Then his mind is become like kind of worldly, yeah, yeah. Maybe this person's very famous, this person's maybe boxing, football match, then maybe I can to play football match, maybe I will become famous, maybe I will learn boxing, maybe I will become and worldly kind of the how become rich this. Then it's a confusion is making like really is the bodhisattva support all the time talking about the like kind of the bodhisattvas, maybe qualities of the three jewels, maybe some is like a famous, like for example in this in Tibetan holiness, maybe some like for example you're talking about in the ancient times first Patrul Rinpoche, maybe it's like the Malaripa, Longchen Panjim, those when you're talking about them, then is you have other one listen enthusiastic, something is like this. For example, in our westerns, I know very well everybody. For example, in the Second World War, there's one American guy. He bought Polish, I think, is these people in the concentration and the camp areas, 2,000 prisoner. He bought, and then it's like through his compassions, he said, war is finished. He said, I can't, and my factors, there's the factors, nothing to work. I want to save you are now free. Everybody is crying. Everybody is like kind of, even they cannot give any present, but they took all the gold teeth. They make the one ring they offered. But this guy is a kind of cry. I was very much stingy for my car. And even I sell to the car. I bought some human beings. And I can to save more people. When you're talking about this, once I watch, many people cry. Tear is coming. Many people say, thank you, appreciate. If you talk like this, maybe your ideas is like, maybe one day I want to do like that. Then you are, this is generosity, very much generous. For example, good farmer, parents, children all the time is talking about bodhisattvas, practitioners, compassions, they're talking. Then it's like children's influence. Then later they have very strong habitual tendencies. I want to become like them. For example, if you go to any camp, sometimes we a little bit of problems, like a kind of the link cases histories. All is warriors, who is strong, who is a winner like this. These warriors is like kind of the combat people make problems. Like sometimes holiness says, this history of the Kesaling to hiding. And then is in the combat all the boys is like who is strong. Look, we go to the in the Americas, Like all the time they're looking at the cowboys to hanging like two guns and to like pum 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 like this. Then the habitual like this to watch now. Then children's habit how I can to do like this. Sometimes children go to buy two guns coming to in the school they shooting student. And like this is if you make generosity by the verb, all the time thinking other one is what is the really benefit. Very much generosity. This is generosity. Generosity, sometimes discipline, sometimes you have the patience, sometimes there is the, if this kind of generations discipline, generations patience, generations the diligent, generations meditative concentration, generous like this the wisdoms. Each parameters has 6 parameters, and like this, then you practice like this. Therefore, we can say application bodhicitta. It is like really you, is how do you say? It's like involved the 6 parameters. Then generosity, like separate generosity. Bodhisattvas practice the patience. I mean the discipline after the generosity, and the discipline they have discipline, and you can to say is, I don't want like kind of the how do you say it's like a like during the maybe make joke, okay, example I needed discipline benefit yourself, discipline maybe it's, and the discipline to the others, like for example to stop the killing, like stealing the 10 positive, absolutely, but maybe simple modern we can to say it is like a maybe it's a how do you say it? You make everybody to be healthy. Okay, maybe it's like a kind of the okay exercise. Maybe it's a stupid example, but okay, it's like okay, I need to go to the exercise, taking the discipline. Maybe it's like making healthy for myself. Maybe it's you just thinking your health, you exercise. Maybe it's not very good. It's not a discipline, but you follow up the kind of, if I may go today, maybe everybody can come, then it's the benefit. This sort of like benefit, wherever the benefit, you keep this, you doing like this, it's a discipline. And like this. Afterwards, the patience. Patience is a sentient being is incredible. And like a kind of the, some difficult children's, is how much disturbed to the parents. The parents they think is like the children's like their own children. They all the time never give up. Like this, sentient beings inconceivable. They are very much stubborn. They are difficult. Shavaka, Pachika Buddhas. Therefore, they cannot practice bodhicitta. They like kind of the incredible. They disturb to us. But to practice patience, then diligent and meditative concentration. Therefore, application bodhicitta, aspiration bodhicitta. This is like a kind of the proper way to take vows. Proper way. There's 2 traditions like that through the ritual of the and the either the tradition of the profound view, vast conduct. It is like the asangas. Don't know this is the Nangachunas. According the profound view, vast is the Nangachunas tradition. Okay, this Nangachunas tradition very easy. You can take the vows, aspiration vow, application vows, same times you can to take, and then it's like then is the observe the point of discipline. There is like view or the vast conduct. This is view is the Nangachunas tradition. Vast conduct is the tradition is the how do you say asangas and Buddha's conduct and profound view Buddha's like views. And very easy way, Nangachuna's tradition, Asanga. Then they like point the discipline concerning that should be adopted, like what you need according that. Say, That means it's like adopt what is necessary and according to these true vows, and also abandon this opposite of the vows, and hell and purity in the impermanent ways like this. Then, and maybe you have some questions?
Sorry. Kurumi, she asks, when I was bestowed the teaching of the 9 yanas at the third cycle of Shedra course from Rinpoche, there was a slightly different explanation about the 7 sets of Pratimochka vows. One day vow was not included in them, and a probatory nun's vow, which is between novice nun and fully ordained nun, was included. Could you please clarify that?
Okay, maybe we can. It's good. This one is very good, but in the 9 yanas vehicle, and they say it's a little bit kind of the bit. Maybe we can to check. Okay, can you check more in the Mr. Google, and I will check. And again, I give you information tomorrow.
Thank you. Emi Nakamoto asks, I am wondering, is it possible that Shravakas who have reached the level of arhats at the same time reach some bodhisattvas bhumis? It is because even if they mainly thought about their own benefit, entering the path of enlightenment, I do not think that during their spiritual journey, purifying themselves, they did not develop any compassionate ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yes, each individual, the according perspectively, the Shavakas arhat, maybe Bodhisattvas arhat, and probably same times. Maybe that you don't need to say that they are same times, or it's like a different way, but they are probably maybe same times. Maybe it's like a different.
Thank you. Dasha Guseva asks, Rinpoche, is the fruition result of practice 3 outer tantras the same as practicing the 3 inner tantras?
No, different. Practice what they practice. Yes, different. We already now is mentioned outer tantras. There's like
Is the fruition result
okay.
of 3 outer tantras the same as in practicing the 3 inner?
Yes, but it's all of them. These 3 Mahayanas. The longer, if you take path, or the short or sweet path, the fruition result is the perfect Buddhahood.
Thank you. Vipema asks, Dear Rinpoche, could you please give an antidote for arrogance? Thank you.
Arrogant is yourself is too kind of I'm like this and that. The arrogant is how do you say it? Normally it is very bad, and the other perspective you are not kind of the something, and then we become arrogant. It's not very good. And also you need to think that then it's antidote. I'm thinking I'm very intelligent, I am like kind of superiors, I am like this. Maybe others' perspective, you are the worst person. and then you think I'm like this, it's useless. For example, if I'm thinking I should to be the same as level of the holiness, why not? And they go to in the middle of the Tibet community, then maybe they hit me in the head, they'd kill me. And what do you think? And it's just a useless way thing. And if I'm become more humble way, it's like acting the my level on only like this. More people respect, more result is not like this. No shame. If, for example, in the Belgium's Guru says like, I am and the really can become the king of the Belgium. Why not? Then that's all, maybe they say this bullshit. You think like this, then your arrogance disappeared 100%. There's no anymore. The many people, why is arrogant? I am good. I'm doing. I'm powerful. I'm beautiful. I'm handsome. I have quality, and like this. Then is I am something is like this. But you are the really is a good. Basically, you are very good. That is obvious. Good. But good or bad, it means how much you are helping to the other sentient beings. How much you are like kind in your life is how it is doing. Then we can to resuming. For example, my if I'm says I am very take arrogant. Why I'm taking arrogant? Maybe it's like quoting arrogant. If I'm see the any kind of the friend, lama, other things, there's something big and famous, then automatic jealous, automatically like anger, automatically kind of the nervous, depressed, anxieties is coming. And because I am most important, but then they don't care me. Why? And then I should to act like this. If you should, if I'm really acting, completely others headache, pain, and they never coming close. And then is afterwards, what can I do? So, oh, give up the arrogant. And you says, I'm just okay. I have Buddha nature. I want to practice. I have basically I have good Buddha nature. That's good use. In the presently, why I need to say, I don't need to become like challenge everything. It's not that important. Then maybe someone says, may take humble, automatically going up, and then you unbelievably you can get the high positions. Someone's all the time take arrogant position, unbelievable they are falling into the low positions. Like this, then antidote.
Thank you. Terence Su asks, is the swift path actually Dzogchen?
I think so, yes.
Thank you. Anonymous person asks, Rinpoche mentioned that it Rinpoche mentioned that it is enough to practice one single deity which includes all other deities. If I practice Guru Rinpoche, but I have commitments from other empowerments to recite other mantras daily, then it is enough to practice Guru Rinpoche only and consider that he includes all, or should I recite all mantras and also make purification with Vajrasattva?
Okay, yeah, I think it's many master in the past they say this one deity. If you to choose, you really want deities. They are all the wisdom deities. It's I think it's they say the same, but of course it's like you couldn't receive the empowerment. You need to recite all of these mantras, yidam deities mantras. It's time is not enough. And in this perspective, maybe it's like same as the Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva is representative of this 100 single deities. Then Guru Rinpoche is like same like this. You can to practice Guru Rinpoche. You practice everything. Other?
We have one question coming in, but they are writing it, so maybe we'll next.
Okay, next one. Yeah, then we can to stop there. Thank you very much. Your attention. and sonanda tamche zipanya tonine padana pangete shegana chivalan trupaya sapans droka drova sho Sanzan po tsawadi chen jombo tode santen bade sando bade rogo shiva sho tsemo jami ka kerke locho wargo bede Shanshwandana Shanabame Santramajimdo Sando Pajara Shiva Sho Chambo Chachita Lambrajari Tano Paga Tavata Sheta Karundaya Gurjur Tavachan Shukro Tito Dento Tardopa Sando Pajara Shiva Samajwanda Shananda Ticha Nisamanjo Choson Tarvachut Chanchorinza Shaso Dhamara Tisam Chuja Radha Dalajan Sambo Pajara Urajira Kua Popna Jerme Chingur Tivela Chin Sanje Padma Yadi Tam Dyasha Kandi Rakshon Padma Jom Kasarinti Jajalona Jir Sambo Pajara Urajira Kua Ganga Zasara Dichin Yeki Tere Tonjir Nyarje Kari Nyamchari Shoshakana Chepravaya Tabba Shiva Tabje Vermijir Zamdo Farjir Urajira Koi Jetana Jevadrindana Sapati Urman Jamsali Yonjetana Pavla Pandana Shavjavanyam Todo Chuda Zamdo Farjir Urajira Koi Jimbanyirga tam trumbo tirtana trumbo chanchorna Tabarangi kurlu la shucha yomina kumba sinjitra jiganda Sambo Pajara Urajira Kusho Shatamja Tacha Varjaka Mahudaka Ladana Muka Durjila Karam Kirtavayo Shana Sari Chota Tobrashe Sambo Pajara Urajira Tirtan Lorki Jermin Pumjina Shana Padma Jirtin Washila Sami Chakura Sami Koji Purnam Tobacha Datun Tarvashil Namdo Varjara Urajira Tirtan Churki Jakam Nyamgava
Yurno
Nyambukanda Nam Taripa Kurla Dachurtu Tunkur Gomba Nyambukani Chena Samdo Varjara Urajira Pochin Boja Shanasa Lapsa Dedeka Ponjirangani Mata Tamchandra Tamcha Jamsu Parta Jerngabdon Samso Pajira Urajira Kutitra Janga Kupasatani Shirayarja Samdo Padala Yachananga Bimundemti Rani Mapjira Janga Kutana Rana Samdo Paramandako Chebrachito Samutimir Jeta Sumkorgin Patrul Rinpoche Yami Sambo Paripura Chiraki Kiror Batarzoni Nari Panjo Jedam Terako Tuzra Purkam Gulam Girbu Ravganim Somakanda Vajeva Jeli Durje Tabasam Chodi Chebra Usra Tuba Chimboya Tamo Maya Yekilamisa Ganda Tuni Jaya Padma Vataturako Kanti Gomba Tachin Madona Surdivir Mona Tabu Pindayi Namsik Chala Tantu Shonatse Padmi Ponyam Kandro Karu Kanmi Monsam Lava Katra Nivzoni Karchin Zadam Gana Tatar Ganya Padma Vataturako Chuyana Brata Badin Bata Conchos tas mediam sutide dakimon bayil jindujadi Duadini tebulashit prasho ma mandra gara padma sutta Gongri rarve korve shinkamansa pendon devam. Janso ye shape santi parda tanger ji lami kuzi. Anurakta me bhava sarvasata.